Hey guys, it's Brent here, and we are recording something a little bit new. I had the idea to roll stats on camera and record the results to develop different characters for the D&D campaign I'm making to play IRL as part of the podcast. I'm going to be doing my own campaign. I've been doing a lot of world building in my free time. As such, I have a lot of characters that I need to make, and I thought it'd be fun to sit down, roll stats, maybe talk about the different races that these characters are, get some ideas and feedback from you guys about different things I could add to them, quirks, ideas, a little bit about their backstory, just to, helps me a little bit to get ideas from you guys. It's also fun to sit here and talk about the different characters in the world I'm building, different factions, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I did just record one. I recorded all the audio for one. I forgot to hit record on Steam. So we're going to re-roll the stats for the two characters. I'm not going to re-pick them. Actually, no, we already have this. I'll re-pick. And the way this is going to go, I have 8 different factions, 5 of which are guard-based, 3 of which are a little more on the, lawful evil base. Not lawful evil. I'd say neutral evil kind of side, more of the thieves, different guilds that characters could still be a part of, that's just a little less friendly. Anyway, the 2 we just rolled, which I thought were pretty good, was a level 1 champion fighter named Gary Coe, which technically that's what he'll end up being as a champion, but at level 1 he won't even be that, now that I think about it. Anyway, the other one was a witch knife. That's what it was. Barbarian berserker named Ember Flintcutter. And those are the 2 we just rolled. Ember did pretty well. Gary, they both did really well. Only one had a -1 to any of their stats. And technically, they could have not had that, but level 1 character, I didn't want to make them crazy overpowered. And then we rolled health. So that's what we're going to actually move you down so you can kind of see the little box I got. I got a computer here with information, and then I got some pen and paper over here and D&D books on the floor. So we're going to roll again to pick a new one. Just a preference, we have, I think I did the math, 8 times 15 was 80 plus 4, so 120 characters, and with making those last 2, I'm up to having 6 of them done. So still plenty to do. So that's why I was like, wasn't worried to, pick some more. So we're gonna roll a d8. All right, 6 gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 gives us one of the first more sinister one. This group is called Basilisk's Kiss. I can't say Basilisk very well. They are kind of one of the more underbelly type groups. They are kind of responsible for assassinations, hired, pretty much hired hitmen, and they're pretty good at it, which will be interesting to roll for because I've made 3 out of 15 of those, so we'll roll a d20 and see what we hit. 2. That one is already done. 8. That one's also already done. And 9. That one is not done. So we will do that one right there. Alright, so the character we are making is Sophie Wester. We're going to flip a page, because we already rolled stats. Sophie Wester. Alright, so let me go ahead. We're going to change her color to work in progress, because that's how I know that I've already rolled stats for her and don't redo it, because I'd like to keep them, whatever we decide here for, fun reasons, and you guys will have a little insight on the campaign itself. Sophie. Enter. Sophie Wester. Oh, cool. So she is actually a homebrew race. She is an Ash Genasi. Not Ash. And she is a mastermind, which is a type of rogue. I don't know if that's in the homebrew book. I have more than that, so I just have to look really quick. Let's get a book out of here. which I know she's a rogue, so I don't actually need to look up her abilities. I know Mastermind is a rogue. So I just need to know what their hit dice is, which is a D8. Let me look back at her again. So she is, look at her rank. So she's 9. Gotta pull up that word file again. Ooh. To see. I'm gonna pull it up manually. She actually might be higher than the last ones we rolled. So she is a rank 9, which means anyone rank between 7 and 9 are they are pretty much between 10 and 5 on the scale. So she is right at the cusp of that rank. So she will be exactly 6. Pretty much right above the starting level 5. So we need to roll 6d8. So we're going to call her level 6. I only have 4 here, so we'll do, and then add Constitution. We'll do these 3. And we'll reroll 1s. So 6, 14 for the first ones. 3, 3, and 8. And 3 more. Reroll the 1. That is a not good roll. And then 2, 2, and 3. She did not get as good as some of the other ones. 2 and 2. So 6, 8, 14, plus 3, 17, 19, 21 at a level 6. So 21 plus con. Her max would have been what? 6 times 8, 48. So yeah, she didn't even get half. So she could take average, but I'm not going to do that. Because I'm trying to keep the characters interesting. We're gonna have so many anyway that it should not matter too much. Alright, and then we are going to roll for her actual stats. We're going to do 4d6, and we're going to do it 7 times. And we will take the higher ones of this. So to start with, we have an 11. And then we drop the lowest one every time. So they're 11. And we'll do it 7 times and drop one of those 7. And sometimes I drop, ooh, that's really good, 16. One of the higher ones, especially if it's a lower level character, just to give the character a little bit more flaws. 8. Makes it a little more interesting to play them. You know, if you have perfect characters every time, why would you have a problem with them? 11, 13. Like, what would be the point of playing the game? I'm actually going to have 18, but I don't think we've had anyone get that yet. 6, 6, 12, so 15. Dang. One more. Well, she lags in hills. She made up in rolling. Another 15. So we'll drop an 11. We'll keep some of the higher ones just because she has low health. We'll make it up for in her physical stacks. She's a rogue, so dexterity. Probably also wisdom for a good perception. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll do dex 15. Wisdom at 15. Oh, we have a 16 here. Actually, dex should be 16. My bad. Dex will be 16. Wisdom. I think we'll go intelligence also. She's pretty smart, I'm thinking. And then strength, charisma, and what's the other stat I'm thinking of? Strength, charisma. Oh, constitution. Constitution should definitely be a 13. We'll give her a low charisma. Make her kind of more of a mean type, even though rogues are pretty, the ones I've seen at least are pretty charismatic. I'd rather her be a little stronger, not play on the fact that some girls could make weaker characters, and just say it's based on their, on gender, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so that character's made. I did want to go through the Ashkenazi and see what kind of cool stuff she got, since that is a homebrew race that I'm bringing in. I will pull up. Let's see. I think I have it in here. Maybe I don't. I have a lot of the classes that I'm wanting to add or making different things for. And I thought I had them all, but I definitely might not. Alright, I will go look up. Most of the homebrew stuff I pull is from Reddit because the people on there are very smart and come up with some really cool stuff. Alright, let's go to Unearthed Arcana. And then we want GEN. Let's see if we get a search gen. I'm probably can do races, but I was hoping to do Genasi. I do not see anything, so we'll go with race. There's one of the ones I use. It's called the Blasphemy, which I should make sure I have open just in case my next one. Oh, here they are. Elven subraces. Oh, that's not what I was wanting. That's a different one I use, which is the Ash Elf, which I think is pretty cool. Where are you? Another one I use right there, Ethereal Genasi, but that's not the one. Half-breed. I know you're in here. Half-breed Genasi. There we go. Dang. I was wondering where they'd be. So the Ash one specifically. Right here we want. I would like to zoom in if I can. Get improved dex by +1. Dark vision, unending breath. I can hold my breath indefinitely while I'm not incapacitated, or she can. That she is good at high altitudes and adept to hot climates. And then touch the I don't know what, CONFAGATION. She knows control flames. At 3rd level, she'll get Featherfall. And cast at 1st level. At the 1st level spell, you can regain them when you finish a long rest. Constitution is my ability. So she'll get the normal Genasi stuff, and then this will be the subrace. That's pretty cool. Gives her that extra dex, which I think is nice. And then makes her kind of better in all climates, which could be good as part of being a bodyguard in different ways. Well, not a bodyguard, a assassin. Alright, and she's a rogue, so that also helps. Right? She was a rogue. Mastermind. Not crazy, right? Yeah, not crazy. Alright. Pull another character, because it's getting late, and I have to get up and record a vlog in the morning. 4. That gives us the Touched Fist. So the Touched Fist are the order, is pretty much the monks that are also part of the guard. They are known as protectors of knowledge and information. So a lot of them work in temples or in the schools or libraries as the guard for those areas. They're seen as like less abrasive than having, full guards and full plate armor doing the guard work. They are more helpful, but still a very strong force to be reckoned with. So, we're going to roll for this one. That is a 4, so we actually get to make a high-ranking character here. This is Ivory Lair, or Ivy Lair. And we are going to pull her up now, and boop. So I'm looking at this now. I have a person with no last name. Don't think it really matters that much, but I think it's funny. Ivy. Oh, that's pretty nice. So she is also a Genasi. She is an Ice Genasi, which I think is also a subrace, which we will not have to find now. And she is a Blade Slinger. Blade Slinger. I'm actually not sure which class that is. I want to say Blade Slinger 5e. What are you part of? I know it's not homebrew. Who are you, Blade Slinger? Do 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 do. Blade song. That's not. This doesn't look right. Oh, it says wizard. Is it a wizard class? And so it says it's in Xanadars. Let's see. The guide to everything, so. I don't remember that one, but it's definitely possible. War magic. And let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not in here. Well, where are you? Oh, that's why that's weird. Inspired by the Blade Slinger's Guide. That's not what I wanted. Still, people are still saying wizard. Wait, let me see. Oh, actually, why am I doing it like this? I have all the available classes wrote out and what they are. So it is, yeah, it's definitely a wizard. So we will just look up the stats for wizard. Actually, I don't even need to. It's a D6 for health. Now that I'm not crazy anymore, she's level 4, and so based on this, if she is rank 2 to 4, she can be up to level 18. So she's between 15 and 18. So that'll put her at a level 16. Alright, so D6s, we need to roll 16 of them. Rerolling any ones. Nope. 3. So 9, 11. So we are going to do. I'm only going to do this in 4 steps because this is going to make it easier. Now I'm rolling crappy. So 5, 5, 2, 2 is 14. 4 times and get her health. There we go. 6, 6 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. And one more. Apparently if I roll a 1, I roll it a lot. 14 plus 3 is another 17. And that will total to 34, 44, 48, 49, 59. 59 plus con. Okay. Which is not, at level 16, that's not a lot. Unless you have like a pretty decent constitution. I guess doing just even with plus 1 to constitution puts her to 75. Which is not bad. Okay. And I've been rolling pretty well on these. So since she is a higher level, I will probably not drop the lower level ones, but not a good start. 10. Like the other ones, I dropped some of the higher stats they got. 15. Another 15. 5 and another. Oh, no, that'll be 11. 11. 3 more. 6, 6. Could have been an 18. Instead, it's 13. That's how you get it, though. 2 more. 1. Oh, no. So it'd be these 2 and this one. 9. Got under the board. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I keep having to count on cards, not remember Ooh, another 9. So we will have to take a negative stat. We'll drop 9. 2 15s. So we are going to do intelligence, constitution, 13 for dex. Oh, no. Yeah, that's correct. Let's go 9 for charisma, 11 for wisdom, and 10 for strength. I'm not sure what the spell slingers specifically use, but you're doing a good intelligence for being a wizard, and that's probably the spellcasting modifier, and a good constitution just to give, 15 constitution. If I can put 1 extra in somehow, based on the class or the background or something, they'll give her a pretty good amount of health. Okay, so we're going to also look at her heritage. I think the ice one is part of this group. Yes, Ice Genasi, right there. I had it pulled up, but I clicked it again. So yeah, dexterity again, +1. Unending breath again, so hold your breath for a long time. Born of frost, high altitude, and resistance to cold damage. Someone adapt to? Oh no, the other one did not have that. It's just difference. And then Call of Blizzard. So Shape Water, Armor of Agathis, which is pretty cool. Actually a pretty cool one to have, since only warlocks can learn it, and it gives you additional health for a wizard. That is pretty phenomenal. And your constitution is your spellcasting ability. So that's pretty cool. Downside is you can only do it at first level. You can cast it once, but it does not say you actually know it. That'd probably be my call kind of thing. But that's still pretty cool. More health, and the ability to do damage. And being the Ice Genasi, I have some cool ideas to add. There was a spell I can look up that I want to write down here as part of this. I want to say it was like, what is it? It's like white. I think it's called white ice, and it pretty much reminded me of like Tensor's transformation. I just spelled all that wrong. And the fact that it created it altered the damage you do, and pretty much it encased you in ice and made you like an ice golem, which for me is pretty cool. But that's 2 characters done, technically 4, because we missed one. But my fault, not hitting the record button. I'm going to actually get some, we met some new friends over the weekend. Actually spent both days of the weekend. We really liked them. And they are actually, one's going to run a one-shot for us to get to know the rest of the new group before we break into my campaign. Gives me a little more time to do stuff like this, which is pretty cool. And him and his girlfriend are both streamers, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And I want to talk about them probably in about 7 hours when I wake up and do my morning video. Hopefully that's kind of the plan. And the idea will be to add their their stream name to the description. Anyway, guys, I'm getting off topic. I'm actually going through and saving this stuff that we had to look up, because that is not the situation we want to be in while you're recording. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I think it's a lot of fun. It introduced, stuff that I'm working on and the world I'm building. Gives you some background into the podcast we're doing, which I think is pretty cool, some inside knowledge. Also, as part of this, I would like for you guys to, if you have a chance, 5 or 6 seconds, to drop some comments down below about these characters. Any feedback you guys give, I can use to add to create the backstory for them, make it more in depth. I still got to pick backgrounds, which will dramatically alter the way who the character is and what they've been doing. I still got to pick continents. I still got to fill out the whole character sheet. So just so you guys remember who they are and can give some cool ideas for what they might have been doing or why they're actually existing. We have Sophie Wester, who was the level 6 She was part of the Basilisk Kiss, and she was a blade slinger wizard. And then we have Ivy Lair, who is a. Did I get that wrong? Did I get that wrong? I did get that wrong. Sophie is actually the mastermind, because I commented on that and didn't look up mastermind, and Ivy is actually the blade slinger. Anyway, think about it. If you guys have some cool ideas, drop them in the comments. I will definitely use them, and I will comment back telling you, that I did use them. If anyone would be interested in these characters once I create the full character sheets, comment down below. I can scan them, or I can make an online PDF that's more interesting for you guys. But anyway, guys, this has been fun. I hope you guys did enjoy this new little show. This is episode 1. I'm going to keep working out the kinks. But guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.